Hi, Woody Warwick and welcome back to Football Manager. With one game left to go in November, we're on a bit of a run of form, dare I say. 3 wins in a row, and that is 4 wins in the league out of the last 5, and 6 wins in the league out of the last 8. So yeah, I mean, even if you want to go back to 10, it's 7 wins out of 10. So, you know, all going well in the league. Carabao Cup ended for us on penalties in the 4th round at home against Leicester City, and we are yet to join the FA Cup, which I think the draw will be made on the 8th of December. From a club perspective, we still haven't got any word on our stadium. It will be 14,276, which, by the way, is enough for the Premier League, which is obviously a bit of a future ambition of ours. I don't want to say how to upgrade this youth level. I'm sure you used to get emails about it to say, you know, how are you retaining the level, what you need to do, and what you need to do to go up a level, but I can't seem to find anything on that. I wonder if we click on the help button and... yeah, I don't think this actually allows you to do like a searchable sort of capability. So we'll not worry about that. But at the minute we're capped out at 5630 in terms of people allowed in the ground, which is a bit disappointing. Hopefully this will have a large maximum capacity, but I'm not sure how we find that out or whether they tell us once they're building it. So let's crack on. Anyway, nonetheless, Bristol City at home coming up. Target has to be 3 points. We've got players being sought after left, right and centre. Obviously what we want to do is ideally get the values well north of $1 million and then try to sell them for you know, close to 10 million if we can. That will help the coffers, and we can go and try and rebuild our squad again with a view of the Premier League. Finances wise, 3 million. Is anyone interested in the undervalued manager? That is me. No, they're not. There will be after the end of this season, no doubt, as people start getting sacked. Be surprised if we didn't have some offers, but I don't want them particularly. It's just nice to be wanted. Another brace for Nigel Mulliner. Takes his total to 7 in 8 starts. That's quite impressive. 5 in his last 5 games. And here we might get the draw this week. That'll be interesting. The draw might be on Monday. Well, it will be. For the FA Cup 3rd round, I should say. Right, we are huge favourites for this game. With Bristol City rooted in 23rd. Did they get... They're not one of the promoted teams, are they? Millwall, Coventry, Peterborough. No. Okay. Team selection. Are we likely to want to change this? I'm not sure we are we? No, I don't think we want to change it. Oh, Walcott's unavailable. Ogungbo can come in. And I suppose we should probably bring in McGlaw just in case we absolutely need to bring him on. Okay. Obviously, Soule being out is causing a bit of a problem. Alright, hand over to assistant. Here we go. If there's a game where you want to have a little bit of a struggle at the back, it's this one, because realistically we should be able to win. And it's a throw-in. 16 seconds attacking throw-in. Comes to nothing, but shows your ability to get forward down the flanks, I guess. Here we go. Sanderson throws it into Wadham to Sanderson, crosses it in. Rocchi knocks it back down. Nothing coming of it. Hume to Diego. Is he going to unleash? He does, and it's wide of the post. Sanderson has it on the right, plays it to Bayer beats his man, can't beat the second one. Barlaser clears it out but loses it out to Bayer. Bayer pulls it back to Weiss, and it's 1-0. 6th minute of the game. Lovely goal by Weiss. Really unselfish by Maximilian Bayer. It's poor by Barlaser. Allows Bayer to get back at him. Tries to cut back. Loses control of the ball. And Bayer steals it off his toe. Lovely dink. Pulls it back. Rocchi and Weiss both there. It's behind Rocchi, right in front of Weiss. Another outcome was unrealistic. There we go again. Ogungbo to Weiss. Ogungbo pulls it into Kapani, to Rocchi, to Weiss again from second. Oh, good save by Bentley. And tempting fate, it already looks like the case of how many. Hume now to Weiss. He's going to hit another. No, he gives it to Kapani, who does hit it, and another great save by Bentley. Kapani. Wadham straight at Bentley this time. Hold on to it. Bayer plays a 1-2 with Rocchi. It's into the area. Squares it. Oh, Rocchi can't get a toe on it. Defender clears. Hume to Diego. Looking to go down the left. Cuts back in. Gives it to Hume. A lovely little flick out wide for Diego. Beats his man. Gets the byline. Pulls it back for Hume. In the middle with Kapani. Beats his man. And another good save low down by Bentley. He could concede a hatful today. But whatever that number ends up being, it could be 3 more. And here we go again. Sanderson loses out to Monzialo. Plays it down the line. Ogungbo gets there first. Hume picks it up inside the City half. Wadham down the line to Sanderson. Lovely ball. Beats his man. Pulls it to Bayer, who puts it in the far corner. That's 2-0. His 5th of the season for Bayer and an assist for Sanderson. Lovely ball by Wadham. Perfectly weighted. Lovely touch with the left foot by Sanderson. Both footed. Nice right footed pass to Bayer, who slams it into the far corner with his right peg. Approaching quarter of the game gone. Attacking by Bristol, and they've scored. Joseph Lowe tapping at the back post. That was not expected. So Levitt's ball in. It's won by Tomei, heads it wide, but Lowe's there to score from an acute angle. Game back on. Their first attack. Here they come again. Monzialo crosses, Ogungbo away. Weiss picks it up inside his own half, runs over halfway. Plays the ball in, lovely ball to Rocchi. Dinked finish, Bentley gathers half a chance. Dangerous free kick, Kapani. Cleared. Bayer. Back to Sanderson. To Diego. Goes down the left to Kapani. Cuts inside his man. To Rocchi. And another wonderful save by Bentley. And it could and perhaps should be 6. Kapani plays the ball in. Ogungbo gathers the cleared ball. Gives it back to Kapani on the right this time. Can't beat Manzialo. Bottom is going to pick up the loose ball. Cuts it, plays it inside, sorry, to Hume. Bayer. Nice little off to Sanderson. Looks to beat his man. Pulls it into Bayer. Tries to cross and it's blocked. Ogungbo through on the left. Vice. Ogungbo again. To Wadham on the edge of the area. He can hit one and he does, and it's powered home. That's his first goal. And what a goal it was. Thundered in from 20 yards. This is worth a replay. Ogungbo spots Wadham in space. Gets it out of his feet and unleashes a right foot strike into the corner. Diego picks up a yellow card. 3-1 with 3 minutes to go to half time. And it's a corner. Kapani takes it. Soule clears it. Ogungbo. Kapani strikes. Bentley saves it in the near post, and it's another corner. Ballers are away. Bayer to Vice. To Bayer. Going to beat him. Gets in the area, beats him, but cross strikes the defender. Bayer again plays it off the defender and has a throw in. A minute to go, plus 2 minutes of injury time. Kapani to take. Wadham with a header over the top. Backpedaling, but 3-1 is half time. Looks the likely outcome. Indeed it is. And it's an absolute hammering. With another 45 minutes to go to add to the tally. Manzialo keeps it in. Sanderson takes it off from Vice, edge of his own area, plays it forward to Rocchi. He's got Kapani up in support at the back post, tries to find him, does. Kapani strikes straight at Bentley from 20 yards. Kapani free kick into Vice, Vice to Wadham, to Rocchi. Oh, he's hit the post, and it's gone out for a goal kick. That was wonderfully worked, and it should have been a goal. We could have had 8 by now. Closing down the keeper. Bentley places out to Soule. Levitt loses out to Hume. Gives it to Wadham. Looks for Bayer. Finds him. Bayer crosses. Rocchi's fouled in the middle of the box as he tries to head it home. And he has a penalty. Missed his last one, I think. Going to his own bottom right. Goes straight down the middle this time, and it's 4-1. 50 minutes gone. Diego to Hume. Ogungbo. Hume has it again. Everything going through Hume and Wadham at the moment. They're playing fantastically well. Kapani, Hume. He's going to hit one from distance. He gives it to Bayer. He loses out to the defender. Abuklal, sorry. Strikes right to the post. Throw in Sanderson to Wadham. Sanderson. Beats his man, gives it to Bayo, crosses, Kapani's volley hits the defender, and Hume, with a simple finish, puts it wide of the post. So I think corner to Bristol first of all, headed straight at Barlow. I think we're going to let Rocchi make way for Jamie Soule. And I think we'll bring Amico on in a little while. I think we're going to take Hume off for Bove. And that leaves the option of bringing Wright-Phillips or the Amico on, depending on which we choose. Probably Wright-Phillips for Bayer, perhaps, who's had a cracking game. There's a capacity crowd. Kapani brings it away. Tackle, but the ball breaks to Bayer. Crosses, Kapani's in the middle, can't make use of it. Tony thumps it clear. Sanderson brings it back over halfway though as Blyth apply pressure again. Bove to Diego on the left. Diego manages to get a cross in. Vice hits a strike and it's straight at Jamie Soule. Bristol City break. Wadham though wins the ball. Bayer gives it to Sanderson. Sanderson away, Vice away, now Barlow as Bristol tried to create something. Is that Dan Barlow? I'm sure he used to play for Newcastle. Tomei is in, straight at Barlow. Right, we are going to allow our fullbacks to attack. And Bayer is going to make room for Wright-Phillips. Kapani picks up on a mistake by Bristol City. He's into the area, strikes one and Bentley holds on. Kapani desperate for his goal. Sanderson to Wadham, to Vice, Bove, Wright-Phillips now, substitute. Strike hits Jamie Soule. It's blocked more than their defence this game, I think. Ogungbo, Wadham, Sanderson. Inside to Bove. Finds Diego in space on the left, who runs into the area. Pulls it back to Bove. The strike is wonderfully saved again by Bentley. This should be double figures for Blyth. Ogungbo saved by Bentley. Kapani. Bentley holds on. What a game he's having. Chirivella crosses, oh, and it's headed wide by Walcott. It should have been 4-2. Jack Wadham, the standout performer so far as we go into the final 2 minutes. Picks up a yellow card. It's between him and Bayer for man of the match. Chirivella crosses, away by Ogungbo. As we move into 3 minutes of injury time. Abuklal is in and a wonderful save by Barlow, but Abuklal was offside anyway. 1 minute of injury time to play. Here come Blyth again. Wadham has it. Bove. Oh, curls one wide of the post. And that, you would think, would be the last chance of the game. As Bristol keeper snaps it out for a throw. 6 seconds remaining of normal time added on. Sanderson has it, gets tackled, loses it, and it's 4-1, and it should have been far more. Bentley only ranked as a 6.8, which I really don't understand. You stop them from conceding another 6, possibly 7. Wadham misses out on player of the match. It goes to Maximilian Bayer. That yellow card towards the end of the game costing him. Excuse me while I break stuff. Great result though, another 3 points. and the run doth continue. And Bio was absolutely excellent. And as I say, that run is continuing. Wonderful. We're up to 9th on 32 points, which is 18 points clear of relegation, which we're starting to look at thinking, well, relegation isn't that likely. We're not even at the halfway point of the season, and we're well over half the points tally that we need at this stage. And we're 5 points behind playoffs, so I think we're looking good for a mid-table or even top half finish. (6-3) for Forest at home to Millwall. 6-3. Adamida scoring 4 of them. Okay, here we've got right, so then here Ogungbo can have as can he. So I can have 45 as well. There we go. Let's see if we've got the FA Cup third round draw coming up. On the Monday. These are important dates in December. Graydon scores for Basingstoke. And Diego, 3rd in the Young Player of the Month. Good for him. And yes, we do. We've got the third round draw coming up. Just over 3 million in the bank now. What are pleased with our wins recently. And here's the draw. It's hard to know what to hope for, isn't it? Do we hope for a home game against a little team? Or an away game against a lower league club but with a big fan base? That would be perfect, wouldn't it? Liverpool away? Nope. Would have been quite happy with Chef Wed away, I must admit. Brighton away, yeah, I would have took that. Oh, home game against Leeds. Oh, that's a big game, but a difficult game. They're struggling. Oh dear. Okay, well, quite well before we need to worry about that. We have 6 games, 3 at home, 3 away coming up in December. Hull at home coming up first, they're in 3rd, it's a tough game, home advantage though. Brentford away, they're in 11th, that's a tough game. Blackburn away in 7th, another tough game. Brighton at home in 21st, we'll be looking for 3 points as we would against QPR, who are 24th, coming to Croft Park. And then 17th away, so we'd be hoping to finish December off with 3 wins. What we can do with the 3 games before that becomes key. Broha gets a couple. Go Ridley. I mean, that is a pretty strong side, I must admit. That's gone out there. So next episode we will have Hull City, followed by whoever it was, Brentford. Subject to the weather, of course, because we're entering that period of time when our home games get postponed due to heavy rain. Diego knocks the ball past his opponent now. Get another one. Osman gets the brace. Be a nice Christmas present to get an update on our stadium, please, Mr. Board members. Boston are in for Steve Wright. Declined because he only offered him a fringe status. Slight underdogs at home against Hull. I thought it would be worse than that, to be honest. So not too bad. They were well worth more than 900k. Consider selling him, but only for the right price. And here we go. We tick towards Arjan's team talk. There it goes. And that is the end of the week. Thank you so much for joining. 2 games coming up in the next episode. At home to Hull and then away to Brentford. 2 tricky ties, could end anywhere between 0 and 6 points quite realistically. Probably more realistic, that'd be between 0 and 4, I would think. But until next time, stay safe. Bye bye.